welcome to the Colombian Grand Prix. Home Hero Ultra is on pole position for A.G.E and Vinayak. Then we got the White Jack Sonic, Sebastiano Cabo, Lamfong, Brevo, Imran Khan, Jensen Olsen, Max Adelaide, Vestio, Carlson Wado, Noam Vendetto, David Castro, UK Ball, Ahmed Silla, Livery, Stevie Headley, and finally Matthew Hart, Tack Van Horn, Macarsaro, and Daniel Montasaro. So hello, we're here in Colombia for another race in the F1 Season 5 Red Lights. And we're underway, and it is a good start for Ultra. I think so. Kieran's also had a good start, especially since it's on mediums, but I has a good opportunity to try and get second into turn 1. Here we go though, into the first corner. No one's hit the wall yet, which is a pretty big miracle at this track. And oh, this time someone has hit the wall. Matthew Hart's been involved. Van Horn's the wrong way round. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue for Van Horn, as he's going to have a long time until he catches up to anyone, really. Of course, Bogstar on a lower car, how he should be able to catch him, but anyone else, I do not know. Yeah, it's been a clean start for everyone else in this race. Ultra leader of it from Davy Cerqueira and Vinayak. Now that Renault is doing absolutely incredible today. It's incredible to see that. But yeah, Ultra on an absolute charge at the moment. He is by far leading this race, and yeah, a flawless first lap in front of his home crowd. Amazing stuff there. Cosmano not in form recently. He is currently down in 12th position. So yeah, hopefully he can get some pace on them medium tyres. However, it'll take a few laps at least for them tyres to get in check. Now what about Ultra? How is he going to do? Of course, a 14 lap race we've got here. He's got a 1.5 second lead. This is solid. Cerqueira is holding up Vinayak in like theory, because Vinayak is on soft, Cerqueira on mediums. Vinayak most likely is probably stuck in dirty air. By the way, he still drew his first ever podium. He had a good chance to counter in the first sector. Van Horn hits the wall again. That's just not what you want to happen. But the AlphaTauri not having a good day at the moment. Here is Vinayak with DRS. He is approaching the Mercedes. Will he be able to use the slipstream to his advantage? No, he can't. He does gain a bit of time, but not enough time. Also, Vestio on his Red Bull debut down in 11th. Of course, this is the perfect opportunity to try and score some points for the Drivers' Championship. But currently, he's not been able to use that opportunity. Because, like I said, he's out the points. So he's got to get a move on. Right in front of him is Marcus Adelaide. He's got a good chance to get ahead in Jensen Olsen. The two McLaren side by side as they head for turn 19, round the final corner of Andretti. As they now head up the hill, the run into turn 1. All of them have got DRS there. Ravel's the one heading the little train. Of course, he won last time out in Silverstone for his second Grand Prix victory. So this is not the sort of place he was, especially since he's being beaten by the rookie in an AlphaTauri of Imran Khan. Oh, yellow flags in the first sector. It's Matthew Hart this time who's at the wall. As Van Horn coming in the pits to replace the damage. And he's coming in for the medium compound tyre. Yeah, now we can start to clearly see gaps are beginning to form. There's a Cerqueira and Vinayak fight here for second. Ultra's just fighting himself very much. And just the train behind Okabu downwards. As yes, Okabu has moved up into 4th place. He's ahead of Blazer Dragon Sonic, if not noticed already. Meanwhile, Rainbow getting closer to Imran Khan. Khan's tyres are wearing out. But softs do not last as long as the mediums, and mediums do not last as long as the hards. Vendetto, he's on hard himself. He's probably had the most unlucky season, and being in P12, that's just not going to help. Or P11 now, as he is ahead of first Theo, and he's got a good chance to try and move up into the points-taking positions. There is Mark Tadley right ahead. Can't go for any moves just yet. He will try his best, I imagine. But I am now falling off his softs. Their performance is gone now. If you're on softs, you probably have to consider pitting too, because the tyres are wearing out. But yeah, we are just on board with the American driver as he is heading in towards the big hairpin here, which leads onto the big DRS straight, the longest straight on the circuit. Is there even a chance for Demedo to get ahead of Adelaide here? Because, yeah, we've just got a big train, so everyone there is getting DRS. There is the Mercedes. Still can't make a move yet. But yeah, as you can see, I completely fallen off Sergio. He is a second behind the Mercedes now as his tyres are gone. If I were Renault, I would be picking him right this lap, but we'll have to just see what he's doing. Is he going to be coming into the pits? No, he's staying out. He is going for a 5th lap. Ocampo also going for a 5th lap. Ultra coming in for another set of softs. Clearly confident that a 2-stop will work around here. Meanwhile, Ravo right on the back of Lam Fong. Because Fong's tyres, they're also going to be worn out. But I'm going to be confused though. Who's pitting this lap in the Renaults? Like, they never double stack. Teams, they never double stack here. And even right now, double stacking would be a bit of a risk. And it would not be worth it, I don't think. So yeah, Renault have got to decide when are they pitting Vinayak or Lam Fong. They need to make their minds up pretty much now. And also, what tyre would they be going on to? That is the all-important question here. Meanwhile, Ultra should get the RS here down this back straight. No, he doesn't. He's just managing that much in the corner. As he's constantly flickering on and off the ERS system. Here's Ultra down the inside of Damian Castro. There we go. Good coordinated move. He's up in 10th place and back into the points-paying positions. Now, what can Sergio do? As he's obviously got a few more laps left in his tyres. Benag's got pretty much none left, but I think the mentality down at Renault is try and secure a good position and move Lam Fong upwards, because Lam Fong is in the pits there. As, slowing down happening there for Lam Fong. It looks like he held up Ocampo there, which is a bit of a controversial move there. And there we go. Lam Fong's going to just slot in right behind. Now obviously it's going to be well over a second on the exit. But still, that there. A bit of a cheeky tactic from Versio. From Ocampo. From the Lam Fong on Ocampo, yeah. But speaking of Versio, he's ahead of Blade Dragon Sonic now. So that should be Versio into the points very soon. I'm telling you that right now. Now, Vinayak's side is down on 24%, down at 23%. They can be punctured at any time, so the Renaults have to really be careful nursing these tyres. And yeah, it looks like Vinayak's actually starting to catch a little bit on Davy Cerviciera, which is coming at a big surprise in my personal opinion, because yeah, Vinayak's tyres are completely shot, but it looks like Cerviciera's also are. So yeah, I think if Vinayak's doing this amount of laps on softs, he could easily do mediums to the end. Cerviciera stayed out, Vinayak's taking the line into the pits, and there we go, he's in. Ravo, his tyres are wearing out, he has got DRS on his teammate. Ultra's tyres down to 73%. This race could still be highly contested for the win. Possibly. It depends on how much Ultra's tyres do wear out. But it is still possible. There is Vinayak coming out of the pits, and he's going to be P10 as Versio does just get him on the exit. So yeah, pitting 2 laps earlier has worked for Versio, but can he even get them tyres to the end of the race? Is it actually possible, or is he just on the 2-stop strategy? Daniel Bonsarov coming into the pits, he's going to drop down to last place. And he's coming in for the soft tyres, he's on the 2-stop today. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what Williams do for him. His car is nowhere near powerful enough and he refuses to upgrade himself. Anyways, Ultra is very much catching Serikera at a very quick rate. As we are just about halfway through this Grand Prix, 63% tyres for Ultra. These tyres are now wearing out, just like Serikera's. You are down on 27. As here we go, Serikera taking that inside line. That is the line you take if you're hitting. All drivers know this. He's into the pits. And what will he go on to? He's going on to mediums. Okay, not much of a surprise that. 7 laps on mediums and another 7 on mediums. As Rainbow, he's coming in pits. He's also copying. Same, he's heading on mediums. And Wano's also doing mediums. Okay, so that is a very popular tyre choice across the grid if you're starting on mediums and pitting lap 7. So yeah, Ultra now leads by 11.5 seconds. Doris Verdell was staying on his tyres for the whole race. Could he be possibly thinking of extending to go to a soft at the end? Of course, that would bring him a lot of grip. Soft tyres give you the most grip. So we'll just see what happens. No matter what, I think this could be a good strategy. Starting on hard can result in some really good races for drivers. So yeah, not really much to comment on here except there's a Red Bull and AlphaTauri fighting, that is Sebastian Cabo and Imran Khan. So there we go, Khan trying his best, but he can't get ahead of Sebastian Ocampo, who's defending really well. Vinayak though, he's on fresher tyres. Imran Khan moves up to third. Vinayak trying his best to reclaim third. It is a 3-way battle for the third position here, and I think Ocampo and Khan, they're going to be pitting very soon. Khan's tyres are shot. Vinayak moves up in the fourth. Now De Vendel is going to be under attack from the Red Bull and the AlphaTauri and the Renault. Oh, this is not looking good for De Vendel. However, his hard tyres have gained him a lot of places. How much can he make up though in the end of the race there? As Ocampo, what a move on the S's. That's a bit of an unorthodox place to make a move, but it's worked out for him. And because that, he's able to pull away now. Stephen Headley in for his first stop today. He's had 8 laps on his tyres. Them tyres are completely gone. 15%. Vinayak's up in third. Serikera will also try and get ahead of his teammate here. Your Khan is dropping like flies at the moment. He's down in P7. His tyres are not going to hold on much longer. They're down on 37%. Here's Mark Sadley down the inside. He moves up in the 5th. DeVendel down in the 6th. And Ultra, there you go. His tyres, they are now wearing out. You can very clearly see that. And he's coming in the pits. He's coming in the pits into the final 5 laps of this Grand Prix. And he's going to be taking them on another set of softs. Okay, full soft race here for Ultra. And yeah, he has got a really good pace. Vinayak now leads this Grand Prix. It's Ultra's job now to reclaim first position. He's not got that much of a job to do really to do it. There we go, he's 7th, he's 8th, but he's going for 7th here on the inside. Oh, that might have just been contact with Blake Dragon Sonic there. No car damage, so can't really confirm or doubt anything. And there we go, Ultra, he's up in 7th place now. He's on his soft. His soft will be wearing out a lot towards the end of the race. And that is going to be the saving grace for these top 2 here. Both of them within a good shot of this race win. They just need to hold on to this position until the end. Because as these laps go by, Ultra, his tyres are going to be crumbling. And this is going to be really good for this top two, as they are just fighting, which isn't going to help their chances. Ocabo, he's going to have to come into the pits for another stop. He's currently third in the race for Red Bull, but nothing you can really do. They're gone, them tyres. So he's going to come into the pit probably for softs. As, yep, he has got some good pace. Ultra now up into fifth. He's got ahead of Lam Fong. And also Jensen Olsenbein looks at, oh! Contact there. As into the pits comes Massimo Capo. That is Ultra up into fourth position. And he is going to be looking to try and chase for third, but that hit would not have helped. As Revo up into fifth. Ferrari coordinating these moves. Amazing. I mean, excellently. That I just love that. Good teamwork there. Also in pits for the second time, he's moved on to mediums. Castro's going on to another set of soft compound tyres. Yeah, I imagine softs are going to be the most popular choice to end the race on if you're going to be coming into pits very soon. So yeah, Ultra 5.3 seconds from Serrachiera. However, Vinayak is a second off Serrachiera and will not have DRS. This here is lap 11 out of 14. Ultra has got a big task here. He needs to overtake the top two before his tyres wear out. And he's got to do it in front of his home country. This here is going to be a brilliant battle, I think. Hopefully to the end of the race. We love seeing battles to the end. Who doesn't? There is Rainbow getting attacked by Marcus Adelaide. Adelaide is 3 laps older. However, he is driving with them a lot better than Rainbow is driving his 1 mediums. Hard's the title for the least grip. And the fact that they're getting worn out is even less grip. Vinayak into the pits. Clearly not confident with the way his tyres are. He's coming in for the soft tyres. Okay, so, bit of a twist there at the end. Blade Drive Sonic and Versio coming in the pits. This is a big gamble by drivers like Versio, but his tyres are really worn out. So let's just see what he can do, and also Blade Drive Sonic. Let's see what both of them can do on these new tyres. They've got a lot of places to make up, and only 3 laps to do it. As you can see now, Ultra in at P2 due to Vinayak pitting. There's a 2.3 second gap out in front, and his tyres are going to see some visual wear very soon. Serrachiera has not seen that much visual wear, really. So, there's always still a chance. Ultra could just fly by, there's always a chance that he could just, you know, not fly by. As there you go, visual wear coming in on the left and right front tyres. The rears also have it. So you can just see the little cracking within the tyre. That's going to give the drivers less grip, less surface area. Hitting a dry track means less grip. And Vinayak fastest in the middle sector. He's doing amazing. He's got to try and get past all these people. That is a lot of people, I'm telling you that. How is he going to get through all that? As he should be able to make his move here on card easily, yeah. Now, lap 13 out of 14 does begin. The Serrachiera is still leading, but it is by only less than a second. And the wear is getting brutal for the drivers. Ultra on his 4th lap of this very soft compound. Just can't he even get ahead of Serrachiera? Yes, he's quicker at the moment, but will he be quicker at the end of the lap? That is a big question, that. That's 52% for him, 43% for Serrachiera. This race can still go down to the wire, as mentioned. Ultra has been the quicker driver all race long, but Serrachiera has had the strategy. And this is the strategy that is going to possibly give him a chance at victory. Of course, Daniel Boxarov, not far up ahead, could always obviously interfere with the battle that's been going on. Vinayak now into 8th position. He has got Dr. Vendetto ahead of him. He's got to try and get ahead of him now. Like, when I say now, I mean now, but we can't focus on that right now. Because Ultra, he's going to be heading on the final lap down in P2, but he could end it in P1. DRS enabled for the Colombian as he's heading down the straight. He might have to have a look at overtaking Sarah on the inside of turn 1. That could be his only choice, but he does not go for it. His tires are probably too worn to do it. And this is it. The last lap battle we have been hoping for. We are getting it. And it is a showdown. Mercedes versus Ferrari for the victory in Colombia. Can Ultra impress his home crowd and take home the win? Or will they be left disappointed as Sarah, a fellow South American, could possibly take it? As here we go into the hairpin. This is probably Ultra's last chance to make a move. He's at a bad exit. There's been a lack of grip. DRS has enabled for him. He's charging down the straight at a really quick pace. A lot quicker than Sarah. All he needs to do is pull over to the inside. But he's not doing it. He's doing it now, but it's too late. He's left it too late. Vinayak is up in the 5th. He's had a good last few laps. I guess the battle still isn't over. It's not over until someone's crossed the line. And then see round the right-hander, the triple right-hander. Oh, the tyres are so worn on both of these drivers. But in the end, I think Sarah may have just hold on. He's done it. He wins the Colombian Grand Prix by less than a second. 3.5 tenths exactly. Revo finishes off the podium. Incredible thing. This is good for his championship. Vinayak is let through. He takes 4th. Demetriou was in the 6th from Ocampo Adelaide. Imran Khan on debut gets 9th, Olsen in 10th. Verstio sadly can't make use of his Red Bull debut, and he's down 13th. Blade Sonic fast lap number 121.000. Completely dead that. UK Ball going to finish P15. Another average race for him. Ahmed Silla, P16 for him from Livery, and Thierry Headley, as he's going to cross line 18th from Okari and Matthew Hart. Now where is Hart? Okay, here he is. He's going to cross the line very soon. And here we go, attack Van Horn, following behind his incident earlier on in the race, 2 of them to be precise, did cost him P20. That's probably all he would have been able to get though. Here's Daniel Boxar, the final remaining car left on track, as he's going to finish dead last once again. Okay, what a battle to the end that was. Davey Sarrachiera, your winner today. Ultra gets P2. It was a good effort, but 5 laps on soft just wasn't going to do it. Maybe if he chose mediums, he could have got it. Well, who knows. Ravel finishing 3rd in the end of that. So, yeah. An absolute fluke of a win there for Sarrachiera. He will be delighted with it. And with that, nothing else to say apart from let's listen to the Brazilian national anthem. Sarrachiera would say from Ultra and Revo that it was Vinayak for a good effort in 4th from Lanfong. Demetriou gets 6th from Sebastian Campo and Mark Adelaide. Imran Khan points on debut from Jensen Olsen and Carlson Wano. Then it's Blade Sonic, Verstio and David Castro, UK Ball, Ahmed Silla, Livery, Thierry Headley, Akari Sato, Matthew Hart, Taka Van Hoort and Daniel Bogdasarov. And so with that, we're done in Colombia. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time when the F1 Classic returns. Have a good day.